Question 3 from the 2016 Leaving Cert Foundation Level Paper 1. The question reads, Carla left home at 12 noon for a bicycle ride. The graph represents part of her journey. Okay, so we have the graph here. We always look at the axes when we're looking at graphs. So along the x or horizontal axis we're looking at time, and along the vertical or y-axis we're looking at the distance from home in kilometers. Okay, so part 1 of the question says, at 12:45 p.m. Carla stopped for a rest. After the rest she continued her journey. How long did she stop for? Okay, so 12:45, 12 to 1, so there's 4 spaces between, so each space is worth a quarter of an hour. So there's 12, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, there's 12:45. We can see that she stopped. So time goes by here, but she doesn't go any farther up the distance axis. So we're looking at this section here. So how long did she stop for? She stopped for 1 square, which is 15 minutes, or a quarter of an hour. Okay, part 2 says, how far from home was she at 1:30 p.m? Okay, so at 1:30 p.m, which is here, how far was she from home? So from 1:30, if we just go up to our graph, and then from there we go across, you can see that she was 30 kilometers rather, from home. So 30 kilometers. Part 3 says, Carla stopped at 2 p.m. and rested for 1 hour. She then cycled for 2 hours at a steady speed until she arrived back at her home. Use this information to complete the graph above. Okay, so she stopped at 2 and rested for 1 hour. And then she cycled for 2 hours at a steady speed until she got back at her home. Okay, so let's go back to the graph and have a look at that. So she stopped at 2 and rested for 1 hour. So it's 2 o'clock there. She stops here and rests for an hour. So an hour will be up to 3 o'clock. So for that time there, she just rested for 1 hour. The distance didn't change. Then after that 1 hour, it said she cycled for 2 hours at a steady speed until she got back home. So for 2 hours that would be up till 5 o'clock from 3 now. Steady speed means it's a straight line down to there. Steady speed. So we've completed the graph. Okay, part B. A, B, C are towns. The town B lies on the road from A to C as shown. The distance from A to C is 42 kilometers. Aideen drives from A to C and then back to A. She completes this return journey 4 times each week. What distance does Aideen travel in 1 week? Okay, well she goes from A to C, which is 42, and then she goes back again. So that's another 42. So each day she travels 42 and 42, which is 84. And it says that she does this return journey 4 times a week. So we're going to times that by 4. So 84 times 4, that gives us 336. And that's the distance she travels in 1 week in kilometers. Part 2 says Brian drives from B to C and back to B. So from B to C and back to B. He completes this return journey 5 times each week. Overall, each week, Brian drives 14 kilometers more than Aideen. Find the distance from A to B. Okay, so we're looking for this distance, A to B. Okay, but we're told that from B to C and back again, 5 times is 14 kilometers more than Aideen. Okay, so let's have a look. Aideen was 336. And Brian does 14 more than that, so we'll add 14 to that. So 336 and 14 gives us 350. So Brian does the journey 5 times each week. So if we divide the 350 that he does in a week by 5, we get the distance of each return journey. And 350 divided by 5 is 70, so that's his return journey. So 70 is from B to C and back again. So from B to C would be half of 70. So 70 divided by 2 gives us 35. That's the distance from B to C. So from here to there, that's 35. Oh, so if we just want this A to B distance, it's the 42 take away the 35. So 42 take away 35 gives us the distance from A to B, which is 7 kilometers. And that's the end to part B.